Hey guys, Joseph the World here, and today, yet again, we're talking about another Pred. The man you see on your screen right now is Leigh McMillan, a former senior member of the English Defence League, otherwise known as the EDL. Now, if you're an American viewer, you might not know who the EDL is, or if you live in the UK, you might not know who they are, but I'd be shocked if you didn't know. They are named the English Defence League, and they are described as a far-right group. Now, I'm not here to talk about the EDL, that's opinion for another video. But I'm here to talk about that specific member and what they did to a minor. Unlike most of my other usual videos, there is no sting to show and no footage of this man to show, which I do, typically show in my videos. I couldn't find any footage of him unless I am, just can't find it out there. There probably is something, but I have looked for a few hours now and I just couldn't find anything. So if I missed something, my bad, but hope you guys can forgive me for that. This man, Leigh, if you can even call him that, did unspeakable things from the mid 1990s to up to about 2016, I believe, to someone who was at the time when all of this started, who was 10 years old. And I can't say what he did, but I'm imagining you guys know. He apparently did it in the course of, the years over 100 times before she finally spoke out in 2016 and he was arrested in 2016. He used the promise of giving the person cigarettes and drugs to obviously engage and do this stuff. Obviously, I can't say what he did, but I'm imagining you guys already know what I'm talking about. Obviously, it's really, really bad. She's not at fault at all, because I sometimes do see comments like that. Please don't leave comments like that. You're just going to get blocked, and those comments will be deleted if I see any of those kind of things. But obviously, in 2016, she went to the police, and he was arrested shortly after she came out about this. A detail that I found out that I thought was worth sharing, it was that McMillan was quite a popular figure in the far right, and not just the far right, obviously, in the EDL. He helped lead a campaign in the EDL. Also, the far right figures tried to desperately cover up his allegations, and Gary Field asked his colleagues not to let anyone find out McMillan was an EDL member, apparently. That was just something I thought was worth sharing. But what actually happened to this EDL member? What happened to Leigh McMillan? I am not sure if he pled guilty to, the charges that was laid upon him, but what I do know is he was sentenced to probably the harshest sentence I've seen in these videos when covering these people. 17 years in jail or prison. So he's still serving his time because he was obviously sentenced in either 2016 or 2017. So he served, I think, about 7 to 8 years of his term, so he still has a while left anyway. He was also given an SHPO order indefinitely and will be on the offenders list for indefinitely as well. Quite harsh punishments, but ones that I think he definitely deserves. Do I still think he should have been sentenced to longer? 100%, but at least in this situation, he was sentenced to far longer than what most people that I cover on this channel. And that's the last bit of information I have on Leigh McMillan, the popular member of the EDL, who was a senior member who did unspeakable things to someone that young. Obviously, usually I would show Sting, but again, I haven't got the footage. There was no Sting, he was just obviously arrested. And I couldn't find if his social media was still up or out there. So if someone does find it, let me know. But obviously, until then, that's been Joseph the World. Make sure to keep watching my videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.